What is going on, YouTube? PPS here, YouTube Play of the Day. We got two spots today on our slate. Full games of action all day. Starts at, I think, 11 o'clock my time, goes all the way till 9. So you get baseball all day, which not much more you can ask for. Start out with a recap from last show. Took an L there. Javier decided to be good. First good start of the year, really, honestly. It was pretty dominant. Obviously, the A's sucked. Glass now got there, and he sucked in the game too. So pretty crazy to see Glass now struggle against the Reds, but it's baseball, man. It's baseball. So he ended up going down one unit, going down to 2.52, and heading into today's slate, ready to roll. So I'm going to be pulling up my DraftKings right now. So this is going to be one play, and this is going to be the other. I'm going to go Severino again, under 2.5 earned runs. And also Kevin Gausman, 5 strikeouts with the Yankees team total over 3.5. We can start out with Severino. I really like what I've been seeing from this guy. Facing off against the Marlins today in Miami. Severino has been really, really good. And on the road this year, if you want to just look at just the metrics on the front, right, it's not as good, right? He's got a 4.5 ERA on the road versus 2.17 at home. But if you look at his away numbers, they're actually better than his home numbers underlying. So we see a 25% K rate. We see a 197 opponent's batting average. And all that's happening with a 273 BABIP. So, I mean, that's pretty high BABIP. And a 57% left on base percentage. That is awful. That is really, really bad. And that's also a reason why I'm actually pretty excited to continue to back this guy while everybody's going to look and, maybe you want to fade him. Severino in these spots has actually been very, very good. A 2.56 FIP today going into this game with a 10.13 K per 9 on the road. I think he's actually better on the road, honestly, and he's very, very good against lefties on the road so far this year. Looking at that number, it's 25% K minus BB with a 1.63 FIP. So I really like Severino in this spot. I know Miami won yesterday. They're hot. They destroyed Christian Scott. But when you look at Luis Severino, just the numbers against his fastball being so low this year, I think that's impressive. Obviously, if you want to look at his top 4 pitches in terms of usage, not one of them has higher than a 200 batting average. So pretty impressive stuff here from him. He's got the swing and stuff, or the swing and miss stuff with the slider, with the sweeper. I think he has a great outing today, and I think that this is a great price on DraftKings for us here at under 2.5 runs. Earned, definitely think this could be the minus 140, minus 150 range. I think Severino's got great stuff here, and you get a park upgrade for once going into Miami. So sign me up for Luis Severino under 2.5 earned runs. Second play is going to be Kevin Gausman. Strikeouts, that's going to be 5 Ks. I don't know why I didn't put the 5 in there. That's probably important, huh? Probably want to know that. Kevin Gausman, 5 strikeouts. Yankees team total over 3.5 at minus 120. I'm going back to the Yankees again today, facing off against Brad Keller. Absolutely no reason you want to play Brad Keller, honestly. So, and even if, say, he has a great outing, you still have one of the worst bullpens behind you. On the year right now, he's actually got pretty decent numbers with a 2.84 ERA, but he's only got a 16% K rate, right? And he's just not missing bats like he used to. He's only got, like I said, 16% K rate. He's throwing in like a relief role, though, so I don't expect this 9% walk rate to continue. I expect it to go higher with how bad he's been over the years. Just looking at what he's throwing as well, I just talked about the slider, 4-seam for Stanton yesterday in their matchup. He obviously crushes those. He went crazy. And I just think he's going to really, really struggle with the power of the Yankees here. When we look at Brad Keller, career-wise, he's been a, bottom-end starter. I don't know if he's going to be fully stretched out here. I know he's taking Soroka's spot in the rotation, but yeah, he hasn't really started that much this year. He's 1 start, gave up 3 earned runs in 4 2/3 innings. And when you look at his numbers here, dude has just been absolutely destroyed by right-handed bats. Now you have Stanton Judge, Volpe, all these righties at the top of this lineup that I think are going to give him some issues because he's got a really good changeup. That's really his out pitch. And just looking at his numbers this year against righties, he has a 7.2 FIP. That is not good. He has a negative 3.6 K minus BB so far this year against right-handed batters. Not good. So sign me up for Brad Keller to get rocked for 4 runs. And obviously a really bad bullpen behind. You go to Gausman. I really like Kevin Gausman today. Again, I just continue to find myself backing this guy, looking at his numbers, 34% K rate so far in May. I know he got hit pretty hard in the last start, but he still has a 2.05 xFIP in the month of May in his 2 starts. This dude's his underlying numbers are so nice. He's still getting his swing and miss, right? 32% on the splitter, 33% on the slider. Velo is starting to move back up a little bit. You just look at his numbers in this month, it's just completely different, right? He's dropped a whole run and a half on his xFIP, a whole run and a half on his regular FIP. You look at his numbers at home, he's still got a 3.07 FIP in this spot. Like, I'm not worried about this dude as much as everybody else was at the beginning of the year. I know everybody else thought he was just going to be a bum, but the numbers are there. The swing and miss stuff is there. This Rays team will strike out. I really like Gausman today, and I think that he's going to be a mainstay. If I do play the early DFS lineups, I'm going to play him because I really like Gausman against this Rays team, who honestly I don't think is that good. So Gausman, 5 strikeouts. Yankees team total over 3.5 at minus 121 to go along with Luis Severino under 2.5 earned runs. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate all your support. We'll be back and ready to go on Monday. So enjoy your Sunday. And we'll be back on Pass the Prop Monday at noon. So thank you guys. Hit that like button on your way out. And we'll see you Monday.